a lot. Like probably more than the average human baby should. I am a sporty goober, which means I am one with the floor. I fall in almost every sport I play. Volleyball, basketball, soccer ball, badminton. I even fall outside of sports, like falling up the stairs, tripping on air, hitting my toes on the invisible coffee table that wasn't there but then just suddenly appeared right when I was walking by it, and hitting my head on the wall. Alright, so without further ado, here's a list of all of my traumatic sport and other injuries. Okay, so the first story happened a few years ago at my old public school. It was raining on a school day in recess, so the school decided to make it a tarmac only. If you don't know what a tarmac only recess is, it's basically that you just can't go on a field or any grass when it's raining because it might be slippery and you might crack your head open. I don't really know. Even though it was a tarmac only recess, it was still quite slippery, so my friends and I decided to use our big brains and play tag, because we're smart. We have big brains. So I was chasing them, and of course I slipped on the curb and scraped my kneecap. So there I was, sitting on the ground, chilling, with my kneecap opened, baffled at just what happened. And I don't know if I was crying or not because I couldn't really feel anything because I was still in kind of a shock. But then after like a couple of seconds, I started bawling my eyeballs out. And a teacher came by and she tried to like lift me up. But I'm like, no, fair teacher. Let me be. My time has come. I am to perish here, alone, in the dark. Is that a light I see? I'm coming, Cuddles. Cuddles was my old cat. I'm coming for you. Ah! Did I mention I was also very dramatic? I was sitting there accepting my doom. My teacher came out with her rolly chair and told two of my friends to act like my crutches. Now, even though I was in pain, I still felt like royalty because I was on a rolly chair being zoomed around in the hallway and all the 8th graders were looking at me like, whoa, was I that cool when I was in 4th grade? So my teacher took me to the bathroom to go check out how bad my knee was, but I was a bit too scared to lift up my jeans because I was scared to see what my knee looked like because for some reason I was scared of blood, but I'm not now. Don't ask any questions if you want to live. Anyways, I finally lifted up my jeans to see that my whole leg was covered in blood and there was huge chunks of skin missing. So then I had to call my parents to come get me and they took me to the doctor and the doctor like took some tests and blood work and blah 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 blah. Matter of the story, I got to go home early and now I have a ginormous scar on my knee to remind me of how poo-poo I was being when I was a kid. This next story happened really recently, like a couple months ago. So I also like to skateboard, like go on sharp turns and down steep hills and stuff like that. But I don't usually wear a helmet because, as I said before, I have big brain. So this one time we went to a family dentist and I brought my skateboard because I wanted to go to like a park or and ride it somewhere. So while we were waiting, I asked my dad if I could go outside and ride my skateboard in the parking lot. Mind you, it wasn't a really steep parking lot, it was more flat. I was riding my skateboard, everything was going well, it was pretty fun. And then a pebble decided to ruin my day and was like, hey, I'm a pebble, and I'm gonna ruin this girl's day. That was so dumb. So my skateboard got caught on the pebble and ended up launching me forward, and I used my hands to break my fall. But whilst trying to protect myself from the fall, I ended up landing on my hip and my hand, so they were both cut really badly. And a couple of days after, my shoulder was in immense pain because of the impact from the landing. For like a week and a half, I couldn't really do anything because any amount of pressure or any movement I put on my shoulder would cause immense pain. Even sleeping was painful because I move a lot in my sleep. So I just had to sit there for a whole week and a half. Some nights it got so bad that I thought that my shoulder would be in this pain for ever and I wouldn't be able to play sports again. But hey, look at me now. Hi, I'm a pebble. Pebble am I?
Oh, I'm a pebble.
Hello, love. I'm a pebble. See? I'm a pebble. What language was that?
I'm a pebble. See?
Hey. I know I haven't uploaded in 4 months, but I have a very good explanation. You see, children, I have this thing called school. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic lately, especially since I went back to school after doing online for a couple months. But that's beside the point. As you've probably noticed, this video is a bit longer than my other ones, and I get hurt a lot, so I'm probably going to make a part 2 to this. But I have a very big surprise for all of you. Are you ready? Boom! That's right, boys. My first fan art by my good old buddy, old pal, Spider Kids Animations. You always will be my first fan art giver guy. I don't know. And if anyone else wants to draw my beautiful face and send it to me, I've made an email so you can do that. Yeah, yeah, I'm done. Bye bye. Now I'm gonna go sleep.